Welcome to Short Pass in Cape Entrepreneurship Unit 1, presented by Miss E. Bennett, which is me. This is my very first video, and the aim of my video is to help students prepare for their upcoming Entrepreneurship Unit 1 exam. So, before I actually get into the content of this video, I wanted to just talk a little bit about the exam, what you are to expect, as well as give you some tips and guides as to how to prepare for your exam. Now, the very first thing you want to do if your teacher did not give it to you is to download your syllabus. Your syllabus is your guide for your exam, and also everything that you need to know for the subject area. And it's not just for this subject, but it's for your other subjects as well. The syllabus will also let you know if it's a situation where your teacher did not fully cover the syllabus with you, but she never said anything, or if it's a man, he didn't say anything. So you think that wherever he or she stops is where the syllabus ends, when that is not so. So to be on the safe side, check your syllabus and make sure that all the notes that you have to study is what is in your syllabus. Another thing that you have to do is to make a timetable. I know that some of you may be preparing for other exams as well, but you cannot wait until you finish doing those exams. Then you're going to say, oh, I need to study entrepreneurship. No, what you have to do is to try and get a little bit of studying in while you're preparing for the other exam. I know if it comes before entrepreneurship or if it comes before another subject, it would make more sense for you to fully focus on the one that is coming up first. But what if it's a couple days in between? Will you be able to cover everything that you need to cover to prepare for the next exam in between both exams? So you have to look at the date of your exams and make sure that you adequately prepare yourselves for the exam. Download your past papers, paper 1 and paper 2. The paper 2 has majority of the marks, so it would make sense that you do your very best in your paper 2. Your exam is 2 hours and 45 minutes long, and it consists of 3 questions, 3 mini cases and 3 questions. Right? It's a total of 25 marks for each question. And you have one question that can worth 9 marks, or a question can worth 15 marks. We do not know the particular topics that is going to be the focus for this year. But if you look at the past papers, you will kind of get a little, like there's a little trend where CXC focuses on certain aspects. That does not mean those are the same areas they will be focusing on this year. CXC can go in another route by testing you on topics that they were not testing you so much on before, like cultural diversity, right? That's an area that you may see in your paper 1, but I think they have tested it once before and it just might come back again. So bear these things in mind. Make sure you have all of your notes, or as much notes as possible. Do not study your past papers. Use them as a way of practicing to answer the questions. If you have a teacher and it's a teacher that you get along with, and it's a teacher who is willing to help you along the way, you can answer your past paper questions and you can give it to the teacher and ask the teacher to look at it and see how well you did. All right, you can also use AI if you want to go that route. All right, once you use AI, right, it will give you some answers that is suggested answers. It's not necessarily the correct answer, but it can be seen as a suggested answer, and that can also be your guide going into the exam. Read your notes. Do not just study the concepts, right, and so on. You have to read your notes. So, say for example, if you're going to be studying who is an entrepreneur, what is entrepreneurship, you have to read, not just study what it is, but read, because these concepts may have key terms in them that you do not understand what these key terms mean, so you can read it. And that would also help you if they ask you to discuss something, if they ask you to outline something, if they ask you to assess something. It will give you an advantage in the exam because you read about it, so you are able to discuss it, explain it in whatever way they give it to you. You will be able to answer and answer it well. Do not give away your marks in the exam. Do not study the easiest definitions you can find. Sometimes you have a concept that has multiple definitions, and so what students do sometimes is they go ahead and they would study the concept with the easiest definition. But guess what? It just might be a very short definition, and it does not equate to a question that values 4 marks or a question that values 2 marks. It can just be a 1 mark definition. So imagine you go in the exam and they ask you to give a definition, and the definition you give, there's no more than 1 point being made, and therefore you have already given away 1 mark simply because you choose to study the easiest definition of a concept. And again, if you read, you will be able to add to that definition so that you can get your full marks. The goal going into an exam is to do very well. It is not just to say, oh, if I get a 5, I'll be okay. If I get a 4, it is to get within the ranges of 1 to 3 or 1 to 2, right? Because that is really and truly what you really want when you go into an exam. You did not do a course for so many months, struggle to complete the SBA, and at the end of the day, you can't finish 3 questions on the exam paper. That makes no sense. So I hope that by me posting my videos, this will help you to study and help you on your journey to become successful in Entrepreneurship Unit 1.